This cold begins in heat.
From sap and soil to a freezer door.
A long chain where mistakes don't travel alone. The aroma arrives before the taste. Every journey starts as a number. Tree ripened means perfect timing and fragility.
Too much force, and the scent leaves first.
Speed comes only after precision. They read mangoes like engineers read weather.
Color is as a specification.
Sweetness also needs proof.
Traceability is a promise. One jolt can change a smell.
Everything must be gentle.
Quality begins with what we discard. Quantity is always second. Tree ripened is fragrant and harder to keep.
Shade is not comfort, it's protection.
Flavor lives in details. Cold steel comes to meet ripe fruit.
Clean, dry, and at temperature.
Every minute is recorded. Loading is a craft of keeping aroma.
The orchard has done its part.
From heat into cold. Sealed to keep the fruit in its state. Aroma is moving. And time contracts with every kilometer.
Smooth driving keeps fruit from tiring.
Every stop is a control point. Now speed has consequences. The mango doesn't know how far it's going. Everything must stay still, so flavor doesn't escape.
From soil to stainless.
From here, standards speak. This room is built for control. No one touches fruit without permission. Movement has a rhythm. Temperature is the first gate.
Even a small scratch gets recorded. Here, fruit is treated like a component.
Clean, without bruising aroma. Clean is the minimum. Dry the surface so the next step is precise. Industrial speed with gentle intent. Every second is a handoff.
This is where softness begins.
Smoother means the cold will feel gentler.
Sorbet isn't just mango, it's balance.
Sweet, acid, temperature, 3 axes.
Here, flavor has to prove itself.
A small mark opens the factory.
Now flavor steps on stage. Not to hide mango, only to hold structure.
Balance is what you can't see, yet you feel.
From tank into the cold.
As temperature falls, aroma gets locked.
This is where heat is negotiated.
Liquid becomes structure.
Air enters, only as much as allowed. Smoothness is not an accident.
Too coarse, and it becomes ice.
They don't guess. They verify.
Texture becomes a number.
And the pour begins.
From recipe to product. Each tub is a repeatable moment. Flat surfaces freeze evenly.
Sealing is the promise.
Time is stamped onto flavor.
Small errors don't ship.
And cold takes over completely.
A product needs a name and a trail.
Not to look pretty, only to be correct. Only to be correct.
One code connects the whole chain.
Every floor leaves a signature.
Small units become logistics.
A reminder for the entire chain. Each pallet is a heartbeat. Here, time is slowed.
Everything must sit exactly.
Stability is survival. Cold storage is not a stop, it's timing.
This is a world ruled by degrees.
Everything leaves in sequence.
The chain holds only with discipline.
One jolt can break structure.
Sealed again for the final leg.
From factory to the moment of choice. Mango crosses concrete, still carrying sunlight.
Distribution is the supermarket's backstage. Data adds another line.
Hold cold before it reaches shelves.
Every route is a time calculation.
Now it goes to where you'll meet it. The final leg begins behind the scenes. Few people see this place.
If temperature drifts, texture pays.
A silent journey, still exact.
This is the moment it reaches you.
A simple label, carrying a long chain.
You don't buy just a tub, you buy stability.
Time, temperature, promise.
From data to life.
A temperature change becomes a test.
Sometimes the cold chain is in your hands.
And mango begins to transform again. One scoop becomes a drink.
A new rhythm, same mango.
Sometimes it needs almost nothing.
Cold meets cream. Mango widens.
Smooth texture is why it blends.
A little crunch lets aroma speak.
And sometimes mango become a memory in pastry.
No spectacle, only precision.
A scent held inside structure.
From industry to a private moment.
One flavor lives in many places.
Not just dessert, an accent of mango.
Real moments are short.
But behind them are dozens of invisible steps.
Different states, same fruit. Cold can preserve texture.
But the taste of sunlight is what remains.